Start recording. Camera shoot. Stop recording. Stop recording. Character. Bottom and centered. Stop recording. But speech off.
Okay, well, good morning, good morning, good morning. I was listening to a few audio recordings last night, and I have to say, when it comes to this lockdown, I completely agree. It sucks. I've gone from, in my life, I have gone from going out every single day, as far as I can possibly go out, like getting a taxi to a fish and chips place whenever I want, and, walking to the shops every day of the week, pretty much, to, so from walking to the shops as well as getting support workers to take me out, I would go swimming once a week, I would do late night shopping once a week, I would do a walk twice a week, so like a long walk. Was it twice a week? Something like that anyway. And then I would I started going to judo once a week, and then that went on hold. They've started up again, but I don't really trust our current coronavirus situation. So, I don't want to start going to judo, and then they decide, we're not going to do it anymore. Because they probably will, but I don't like being uncertain where I start going to judo and it's fun and it's, nice exercise. And then they write a letter saying, guess what, you can't come back because we're not doing it. It's like, I won't be going back because I don't know if going back means that I'll go for a while, then it will be cut off again, or will it be okay? And then, not only that, there's all these other stupid measures that you've got to follow. There's this special COVID-19 safe procedure that you've got to follow, and to me, it's too much hard work just to do a bit of wrestling. It's all hard work. Judo is a contact sport, but you got to go through all this crap just to do an hour of martial arts, and then there's a procedure for leaving the place, and it's like, no, I'm not interested. If it was as simple as you have a shower before you go to judo, you go to the judo, you wash your hands real quick, give your hands a wash, then you come in and you bow your head and you shake hands, you do all this stuff, that's great. That's normal. But now, you go in there and you've got to stand a certain distance apart from people, and you've got to sanitize your hands every time you get on the mat and get off the mat, And then you got to, when you're doing judo on the mat, you got to stand away from people. Then you've got to contact the person that you're dealing with the judo movements and that. And then, when you leave, you've got to sanitize, and you've got to, record yourself as what time you're there and what time you're leaving, and if you had any contact with anyone with coronavirus and all that sort of stuff. To me, it's just a lot of hard work to do a martial art for an hour. It's just a lot of bullshit that I don't find well worth the effort. You know, I thought that before all this COVID-19 started, there was enough of a procedure already to do judo. But now it's just insane. And they've got this officer to quickly jump in if people are doing something wrong and saying, hey, you're standing too close together, or hey, when you've done your wrestling, you need to sanitize your hands after you've let go of the person and you step back and you sanitize your hands. Like, no, I think it's all bullshit. Yeah, you might be stopping yourself getting a virus, but it's a lot of work to stop getting a virus when you can just say, look, I won't be going to judo anymore and I won't get a virus if I don't go to judo. So that's the way I've taken it, and I'll go back when they get back to normal, you know. At the moment, you've got to do travelling just to do a competition. If I want to get graded, I have to go all the way to Pine Rivers just to get graded. No, I'm not doing it. Not interested. You know, I know that there's a lot of things that takes effort, but some things are just over the top for me and I can't do it. You know, it's just too much. Too much work. There's effort, then there's excessive effort. And I don't do excessive effort. You know, so, yeah, I guess it means finding other sports, other exercise that doesn't involve all these stupid procedures, you know. There's running, there's swimming, you know. I can do all of that. But yeah, lockdown has put me from, I've got a really good schedule going, I've got a good routine in life, to now I've got nothing. And I can do certain things that I used to do, but with a lot of limitations. A lot of limitations now. I'm going to have to do something about my situation with one of my support workers too. She takes me out. She does everything right. She's great. But I've got no NDIS money because it's been used on car parking fees. So now I'm stranded. I can't use the NDIS money for transport now, for taxis, if I needed to use a taxi, because the car parking fines and car parking fees are more important than me being able to get a taxi. So yeah, I'm going to have to do something about that. Maybe I might have to tell the support worker if we have to pay for car parking, I've got to cancel the outing, because I cannot afford to live my life handing my money to a car parking meter. I can't afford to do that. So yeah, I'm going to have to cancel today's outing, I think. I don't know how to just do a pause of my recording so that I can come back to it later. I can do that. Yeah, I think it honestly sucks. I've got to cancel Saturday's outing as well, which kind of sucks. yeah. But these car parking fees are a bit far-fetched for me. I need to do something to fix that, because if I really needed to get a taxi, well, I won't have any money to get a cab, and yeah, it's going to be hard for people to just drop their life and take me out whenever I want to go out, you know. So, yeah. As much as I like this support worker, when we go out and we do great, we have a good time, I'm pretty much just going to have to say, look, if the outing involves paying for car parking, I can't do it. I'm not doing an outing which involves paying for car parking anymore. I just think it's bullshit, you know. So, yeah, I'm in a bit of a bloody bind. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. You know, it's awful that it's come to this, but you know, I don't understand why people think I can just use my NDIS money to pay for car parking fees when they don't seem to realise that if I desperately need a taxi, I can't use them because I don't have money, and if I can't use a taxi, I'm fucked. Do people not understand that? Because I don't think they do. What if it's the middle of summer and I go out and it's early in the morning and it was a nice walk, but then suddenly I need to get a cab home, you know, because it's too hot to get the bus or train or whatever to then walk home, and I don't have any travel money there. You know, that's going to get me into lots and lots and lots of trouble. And I don't like cancelling outings with support workers, but if I have to pay car parking fees, I need to decide if the outing is more important or if my need for saving NDIS allowance money is more important, and I can just cancel the outing, because if I have no NDIS allowance, then I have no transport when I need it. And I'm not talking about just wanting to have a lazy taxi ride. I'm talking about the times when I wouldn't usually get a cab, but it's pouring with rain, or it's boiling hot, or it's freezing cold. They're the times that I would end up screwed if I didn't have a taxi to rely on, any taxi money to rely on. So yeah, I'm not happy about that. Anyway, I'm going to sort out this bullshit with my support worker, and I will be back in a minute to do another recording, just because I can't pause and resume recordings with YouTube, which pisses me off. Anyway, I will speak to you again very soon, in a few minutes, in fact.